doing a little prep for today's card that I didn't have all the pieces done. And I thought I had a little extra time, so I was going to go ahead and work on that a little bit. So we have this fabulous card that I'm going to make today. I absolutely love this greeting. It is from the Snowflake Wishes stamp set, which I'm loving this whole suite. But I actually have to say that I'm making multiples of this one for Christmas cards. So I'm actually going to change up the greeting to be something different. So I'm going to show you how I made this card. And we're just going to do some multiples of it. So I have some already completed pieces here in different stages. I even have some that are already, say, the one of a kind. I think I was missing some of that silver foil paper, and so that's where I kind of got behind on assembling them. This paper is the Snowflake Splendor Designer Series paper. It is some of the paper that is on sale this month for 15% off. So, woo woo! I have a link in the description for this paper as well as all the others that are 15% off. So definitely snag those. I have to say this is probably my number one paper right now, just because I'm working on Christmas cards and stuff. But there are so many of my favorites on the sale, so I am pumped about that. Great time to stock up. Hi, Cindy. All is going well today. I am ready for my nap for sure. I feel like it's almost like every other day I have like energy and I like go, and then the next day I'm like crashing. And so today is kind of a crashing day, I feel like. But it's almost the weekend, so that's exciting. So here we actually have our foil paper is 4x4. So our designer series paper is actually 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. I typically work with a lot of my cardstock being in quarters because I just do better with quarters than I do eighths or anything like that. So I typically work on, quarter, half, 3/4, 1 inch. That is kind of my go-to. I really love the back side of this with those purples. This paper is just stunning because of those different color combinations. Purples and blues and silvers and everything. I don't know. It's gorgeous. And I honestly don't know if I would have put purple in with snowflakes. So it kind of helps, push me out of my comfort zone and give me some inspiration to try something new. Hi, Beth. I've missed you so much. I saw that you have a 4-day weekend, and I was like, she is so lucky. And I was like, you know what? She deserves it. I hope you had a wonderful World Teacher Day on Monday. And I hope you got spoiled to death because you deserve it. Rest when I can. Yes, I typically take a nap with Claire whenever she goes down for a nap. So I don't sleep as long as she does because I still have to take advantage of that nap time that I have. So when she goes down for a nap, though, then I lay down for a little bit and then get up and get some work done before she wakes up. Yes, this paper is by far my favorite right now. I am just loving it. So many beautiful patterns. I'm trying to think where all my samples are using it and if I can reach them. Let's see. I have this one too, and then here, let me grab another one. Actually, I have 2 more. So these all use that same designer series paper, and it's gorgeous. So this one you can see I embossed it. So it's just got that subtle embossing on it. I might need to take it out of the plastic. And then this one, it's just got that little strip. I like to use my designer series paper in increments divisible by 12 because then I'm not wasting any and I get the most out of it. And then this one. Super, super cute. So yeah, this paper is on sale for 15% off this month. So, woo woo. So how is everybody's week going? Are you having a fabulous Friday? The sun is shining here. It's like warm again. It's crazy. Welcome to the Midwest. I hope anybody who is down south is staying safe from Hurricane Delta. And our thoughts and prayers are with all of you. I don't know that I could live in a hurricane area. Having that question of do you evacuate, do you not evacuate, do you leave your stuff behind? Like I would be like, you know, only take your valuables. I'm like, hold on, let me pack up my whole house. Like everything's valuable, isn't it? Okay, so there's those three. And then the rest of them, I'm going to do the snowflake wishes for a Merry Christmas because I think that's the cutest greeting ever. And like I said, I want these for Christmas cards because I need a lot. Yesterday was crazy hair day. So on crazy hair day for Claire's school, I partially thought about just leaving it alone and not touching it in the morning. But felt a little bit bad doing that. So I put it in like 3 different ponytails and put 3 different colored bows in it. But her hair is rather crazy every morning. Although I'm so proud of her. She loves sprinkles. And I said, sprinkles are the best. And then later she's like eating her cupcake and she goes, sprinkles are the best. And I was like, yes, I taught her well. Brad doesn't like sprinkles. Sprinkles are amazing. They make everything better. You want to play outside? Yeah, the weather is gorgeous. Although something I feel like is messing with my allergies again. Hi, Liz. So are you in any of the hurricane path or are you up and out of the way? I sure hope you're up and out of the way. Does Texas ever get cold? Or is your cold different than our cold? I'm sure. Beth, I also have to ask, are you sports free these 4 days too? Like, do you actually get to enjoy all 4 days, or are you still running around with the kids with different sporting events and stuff? Which, at least if you're not working, then you can just run around and enjoy them, especially in this nice weather. Wear your sunscreen. Rather than having to worry about running from place to place. But if you don't have any sports events and you're not working, then that's even better. You can stamp and read and put together puzzles. I think those are your favorite things. Or that's what I've collected via Facebook. You don't like sprinkles either? What's wrong with you guys? How do they not just bring joy to your life? 30 minutes away from Corpus Christi. I feel like I need more white, but we'll move on to the next phase, I guess. Okay, so we have this ribbon that I'm going to tie around just to kind of help like smooth out that transition from the designer paper to the solid white where the greeting is. Also, I apologize. Monday's video was horrible where I was doing a ton of my stamping out of view of the camera because I was way down here. So I'm working on that. I'm sorry. I almost feel like I need to put like markings on my table that says stay in this area. And then I didn't do that for today, but I do know that I need to stay up from this area because like you can't even see me do this because I'm down farther. But if you saw my desk, you would have a panic attack probably because it is a hot mess. And I literally just pushed stuff over so that I could have a spot to do dose of stamping therapy. So I was like, well, just push it all over and we'll see what we can do. Other than that, you have a free weekend. Oh, girl, you are amazing. You just listed off like 84 things to do, and then you're like, but besides that, it's a free weekend. College visits. Are those like, are they fun or are they just annoying? Is he at least narrowing them down to something? I remember I visited, I want to say I only really visited like one or two. And then I was like, I'm good. And I don't even know if the one or two that I visited were ones that I actually picked or even got into. Oh, here it is. Hi, Jean. Welcome. Happy Friday to you too. You guys are super talkative. I feel like the last couple of live videos I've done, it's been so quiet, and I've wondered whether I was actually live or whether it was working. But then I always see the comments later, and I'm like, were the comments just not working? Was I blind? What was going on? So I do reread the comments because I love them and I love to respond to you guys. Even though sometimes I respond live with an answer, but they're limited on who can attend. I can see that. It's a crazy time for sure. Although I was thinking the other day how I have kind of enjoyed doing a few more family things without feeling overwhelmed by it. So, you know, like, of course, we always want to go to the pumpkin patch during this time of year and stuff like that. But I always felt like it was like, okay, when can we fit that in? When can we do this? You know, because I'd be so busy with holiday classes and family time and running to this event and the reunion and this and that and everything else. And I love all of those events. I truly do. But yeah, it's been weird without having those. There's just been a lot more time to just be like, hey, do you want to go to the pumpkin patch again? Sure, why not? Or, you know, like getting stuff done around the house. I think we are down to 2 more doors. Need new knobs and hinges because we're changing them out from like a rusted old bronze that's been here probably since the house was built to a black. And then some of the doors still need to be painted. So, and it is crazy. 4 coats. 4 coats of paint. Ridiculous. So trying to find time to paint, let alone 4 times, has been nuts. But we are getting there, slowly but surely. And still working on that bathroom. That's like the project that will never end. Don't forget, you can either use these for something else, or recycle them because they're cardboard. You have started on your Christmas cards? I'm so proud of you. Well, you're doing that coloring one, so if you're doing all of your Christmas cards with that coloring one, girl, you do need to get started now. I think I'm somewhere around 50, but I might be over. I might be bumping over 50 now. So I'm excited about that. But I typically do close to 180. And we are into October now. So, because I like to have them done by like the end of November. So I got a lot to go. Yeah. Okay, so now we can assemble some of these. So everyone who has ordered from me in the year of 2020 will automatically get a Christmas card from me. If you haven't done so but would still like a Christmas card, then you can always send me your address. Or you can always place an order with me anytime between now and the end of November. After all, Christmas cards are like the greatest of Happy Mail, right? How did that one get up there without having ribbon on it? How many of you guys like Apple products? Either apples, as in the fruit, apples, apple cider, apple butter, apple sauce. We always make apple butter with our family, and we actually made it last year, so we probably won't make it for a couple more years. But we made apple butter last year. It was so much fun. And I love it, especially like on toast or something, or in my yogurt. I have put it in my yogurt, and it's amazing. I do like apples, but I usually peel off the skins just because they seem to be so tough and meh. And I'm kind of a freak with like brown spots or any sort of discoloring on my apples. So if I just cut all that off, I don't have to worry about it. I can't find a bone folder, and I have a feeling they're all under this pile that I pushed off to the side. Oh, there's a pair of scissors under there. Oh, look, yep, there's two of them right there. Nailed it. Well, stay safe, Cindy. Our prayers are with you. The winds, I think, is what would scare me the most. Especially when they start howling or whenever it's dark out. Not a fan of crazy weather in the dark. It just seems creepier. Hi, Karen. Welcome. You love apples? You love apple everything? Well, that's awesome. I know at the end of my pregnancy with Claire, this was not combined whatsoever, but I loved applesauce and green beans. Like, I could eat green beans, like, right out of the can. Like, I was eating green beans, and then, like, the next time it was ready for another snack, then it was applesauce, and then it was green beans. Like, I just loved the two of those things. Those are a lot healthier for you than some of the other things I've been craving, but whatever. Trying to take it all with a grain of salt and moderation. Right now, my current love, and the only thing that sometimes gets me through a day, or at least the days that I have it, is Ski. It is a local soda that is absolutely amazing. And since I'm always drinking water, then it's just nice to have like a different flavor. And Brad went out to get one the other day, And he was like, hold on, I'm going to be a little bit late. They're changing out the fountains and stuff. And then they couldn't get it like fixed. So then he went to another one and they don't sell it there anymore. So he came home empty-handed. I don't even know why he came home. I was like, I can't believe you came home empty-handed when you specifically went out just to get me a ski. But it's okay. He's amazing. And does so much for my craziness that I gave him a pass. But we went out and we ended up getting a ski later that night. You peel your apples too? Okay, so I'm glad I'm not the only one like that. Oh, how fun. I did see on Facebook the other day, there was an entire like grid or whatever, little chart that showed tart to sweetest. And I was really surprised at some of the apples that like the names ring a bell with me. And I didn't necessarily know that they were super tart or super sweet. I almost want to like line them up and then like taste them and be like, ooh, like, you know, if you taste them like one right after another, then you actually get that true feeling of what is tart and what is sweet. But then I also like understood why some of them are used for baking because of where they fell on the spectrum. I don't even know if I need this many Pacific Point card bases, but I'm just talking to you guys and going right along. So I'm going to stop right there and start assembling some more. Which I have a couple other cards that use Pacific Point as a card base. So like I'm not too concerned. I'll still use them, no worries. So I'm definitely going to do a poll or something soon so that you guys can all guess the gender before we find out what it is at the end of the month. It can't come soon enough. It is driving me nuts. Oh, you guys want to know something really crazy? As if I wasn't crazy enough. I do have crazy pregnancy dreams. And my dream, not last night, but the night before, my doctor was doing my ultrasound, which he doesn't normally do. It's normally an ultrasound tech. And so he was kind of fumbling around with, I think this is how it works. And I was just like, oh, okay. And when we saw the screen with what was supposed to be my baby, it was a cute little duck. Yeah, a duck. Needless to say, that dream didn't tell me what the gender was or give me any hints. But the duck was adorable. And it was flapping around. It was almost like not an ultrasound, but like peeking into like a porthole or something and like seeing this duck like swim around and everything and flap its wings. And I do remember a very distinct orange bill. So he had a cute little bill and he was yellow and he was adorable. But I kind of hope my baby doesn't come out a duck. This one I'm actually just going to do without the ribbon and see how it looks. Yeah, my dreams are crazy. Absolutely nuts. I always have crazy dreams anyway. Add pregnancy to the factor and it's nuts. Do you guys think it needs the ribbon? Do you like the ribbon? Do you like it without the ribbon? What do you guys think? Sometimes I feel like I just talk rapid fire this whole like 45 minutes. And I need to just zip it for a second and let you guys comment. Ribbon, no ribbon, does it matter? Does it even stand out that much? Looking at the screen, I almost feel like it hardly stands out. Yeah, they're crazy. I don't know where the duck came from, but I also still need to add my little rhinestones to the cards. But I need more Whisper White pieces. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my paper cutter and cut my Whisper White, at least some of it. Okay, so you guys do like the ribbon. Okay. So every time that I have a dream about the baby, I never see the baby. And this happened with Claire too. I had dreams with Claire that I delivered a baby and I never saw it. Like I would be like, oh, baby is over there in, you know, in the little bassinet. Or I would be like, you know, my baby is being held by someone like over there. So I never actually see a baby in any of my pregnancy dreams. And in fact, I see a duck. So, yeah, or I have a lot of dreams where I'm delivering, but the baby never comes. Or like, not that it doesn't come, but like I wake up or the dream ends before I see the baby. So I actually never see a baby in my dreams. Now, I will say I did have a dream with this one that, again, I didn't see the baby, but I went into an appointment and my doctor is on the first floor, but there are no windows in the rooms. And this room was a corner room with windows on both walls. And I could see stuff out there, you know, greenery and stuff out there. It was the first floor. And it was almost like a dentist's office instead. I don't know why. But they were like, oh, you know, it's time for the baby. And I was like, oh, it's time. Like, it was almost like I went in for an appointment and they told me I was going to deliver. But it was a C-section. And I remember being like, Brad needs to get in here, and calling him and be like, now it's time, let's go. Because he, like, I don't know, stepped out, ran to the car, did something. Who knows? And he came in, and then I remember, and this is so weird because I wasn't with Claire at all, or at least I don't remember. I remember, like, crying to him, I'm so scared, I'm so scared. So that was kind of weird. And then I looked over, and I saw a blue blanket. And I said, why is there a blue blanket? Does someone know? Does someone know something I don't know? And this weird guy who was like behind a partition was like kind of leaning over, and he goes, the doctor knows everything. And that was the end of the dream. So I don't know what that means either. So there was a blue blanket in that dream. But again, the dream ended right there, and so there was no continued birth. So who knows? Hi, Mattia. I am. I feel like I might have missed some comments. Yes, I can totally see that with all the hands all around and stuff on the apples and peeling them. So you guys all think it's a boy just because I had a dream with a blue blanket. That's funny. And it could be. I don't know. I never had anything specific with Claire. Even after we found out she was a girl and we knew the name and everything else, nothing specific. So I am so wishy-washy with this one. Like sometimes I'm like, it's a boy. It's different. And then other times I'm like, it's exactly the same. It's a girl again. You know, there's nothing different. So I have no clue. You know, and I don't have a feeling. So everybody convinced me that Claire was a boy because everybody was saying boy. When we were asking around, everybody was saying boy. Now, when it came down to it, I think whenever we counted all of the votes, then it was really close to 50-50. And I don't remember which way it swung just a little bit more. But everybody convinced me it was a boy. So I was like, if I have to guess, I guess a boy, you know, just because, like I said, everybody just seemed to think it was. And so like they convinced me, and it was a girl. So again, with this one, I'm like, I don't know. And the wives' tales are like this one means I'm having a girl. This one means I'm having a boy. This one means a girl. This one so that's kind of a mess too. But I'm going to fill out one of those old wives' tales things and give a little bit more detail. And then I'll put up a poll so you guys can all vote. Oh, of course I will. Aw, thank you. I don't know if I need this many of these, but again, if I'm doing a whole bunch of snowflake cards, then these are all of the card inserts. And I don't really know why I'm doing it on here because I'm not falling off my paper. So I'll take that away so it's not so distracting. Oh no, was it a boy? I can't wait to find out whether it's a girl or boy because one, we don't really have any names picked out for this one. We totally had Claire's name picked out. And if it was a boy, we would have had to start, you know, going to the drawing board. And then it was a girl and that was fine. We have no names picked out for this one. And I'm just like, stop thinking about it until you can narrow it down by 50%. Oh, how wonderful. Yeah, our neighbor is due a few weeks before me, and she just found out she's having a boy. So who knows? But we will find out at the end of the month. Like I said, can't come soon enough because it's driving me nuts. And lately I have wanted to buy something, just anything. I just want to buy something cute. And so I'm kind of like, I just wish I knew so that I could, you know, pick something that goes in either direction. So some of these don't have inserts. If you're just joining in, welcome to this crazy show. It is also called Laura's Dose of Stamping Therapy. And I am making Christmas cards and talking about my crazy pregnancy dreams. So this card uses the Snowflake Splendor Designer Series paper, which is on sale for 15% off this month, as well as others. So you can click the link in the description and see all of those. And I'm also using the Snowflake Wishes stamp set. So I just stamped a snowflake on the inside for decoration. And then I did Snowflake Wishes for a Merry Christmas. Just go ahead and buy it, but make it neutral. I know. I might end up doing it if I just can't contain myself because it's getting close to that. Yes, we are super excited about baby number 2. Claire doesn't quite get it. I think she thinks that it's in my belly button because she like looks in my belly button like, hello, come out. But I swear this morning, she was calling for me after she woke up. And so she came running and I came out of the bedroom. And I was getting dressed to work out, so I had a sports bra on and a pair of shorts. And I popped out, and I swear she said, hi, little buddy. And I don't know if she was talking to me, but she, like, touched my stomach and said, hi, little buddy, at the same time. So, who knows? She does randomly, if she's being really sweet and kind of understands and stuff, she'll go, "Aw," and rub my belly and give it a kiss. But I can't wait for it to start moving so that she can maybe understand a little bit more, if she ever will. I don't know. But I also feel like, you know how kids like have no perspective of time? So I'm kind of like, let's not even really mess with talking about it a ton until it gets closer, especially since I think she thinks we're lying. Because I'll say there's a baby in mommy's belly and she'll lift up my shirt and kind of be like, where? So we kind of don't really talk about it a ton unless, like I say, like, you know, be gentle. There's a baby in mommy's belly, like whenever she's climbing all over me or whatever. She is a cutie. She's a handful, but she's a cutie. She, yesterday, she actually asked Brad for permission to do something. She was in the tub and wanted to turn off the water. And she waited for him and asked him, "Can I turn off the water?" And I was just like, how crazy is that? And then today, she had a googly eye, and then she like went to put it in her mouth, and I said, "No, don't put that in your mouth." And then she goes, "Take it away." Because we say, you know, otherwise I'm going to have to take it away if you keep putting it in your mouth. So apparently she knew that she couldn't control herself. So she just wanted me to take it away from her. Yes, I'm very concerned about that, and making sure that we don't have a hard transition with that, because that part kind of breaks my heart, thinking about how much time we give her right now and how that's going to be split, and I don't know how she's going to feel. And I also then kind of feel bad for baby number 2 and being like, you're not going to get those 3 years of dedicated you time like she did. But that's the life of a sibling, I guess. I don't know. One of the other things that I have talked with Brad about is making sure that, like, when people come over to visit the baby, that, like, specifically, like, family, not, you know, like, I'm not gonna walk out on a friend or somebody who comes over to visit and wants to talk and we leave. But like when family comes over and hangs out with us, and, you know, to see the baby, then they can play with the baby and hold the baby and snuggle the baby, and we will take that time. Like, you know, whenever we had Claire, we took that time to go take a nap. But this time I think we should take that time to go spend one-on-one time with Claire. So just the 3 of us and things like that. So that's my plan. We'll see how everything falls into place. Some of the other things that I thought is, like, in the time that we're in, I don't know how much is going to change and how quickly that we'll be back into doing events all the time. But I always pumped to have milk for Claire whenever I did stamp events and things and couldn't be around her. And so this time, though, I still plan on pumping so that I can spend time with Claire and possibly leave baby behind with daddy so that I can spend time with her. So I might not be leaving to go do a stamp event, but I'll be leaving to go spend time with her, dedicated and stuff like that. So I'm hoping some of those things stay strong and work well. But it's all just a crazy game that we're going to have to play. Well, guys, it's almost nap time for both of us. And the baby too. So we will see. 4 kids later, it all works out. Yup. I'm excited. I know that we're not the only ones who have had 2 kids, and many more have many more than that. My sister has 6, so I'm always questioning how in the world she does it, but she's amazing too. So this is all for Laura's dose of stamping therapy. Let me know. I feel like I keep seeing the screen flicker. So let me know if you guys are seeing that or if that's just on my end. But I hope you guys will have a wonderful weekend. Love, hugs, and prayers to all of you. And I'll see you on Monday at 12:15. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.